Hey guys, welcome to another episode on my channel. So today we are going to talk about ChatGPT from the user's perspective. And as word implies, ChatGPT can also be used for developers. But we are not going to talk about that perspective in this episode. This episode is about people who don't know how to use ChatGPT, what it is, and so on. ChatGPT is basically your personal assistant that can assist you with what? With pretty much anything. You could ask it anything and you get answer from it. Although can be very precise sometimes, don't give it too much credit. ChatGPT can give you great advice, but it can also start talking nonsense from time to time. So what is recommended from my viewpoint? Use it often, but use your own brains. Think for yourself. Let ChatGPT help you, but let it be what it's supposed to be. Only assistant, not something that you are going to base your life upon. And what it actually can do, it can answer any question that you type in. It could search internet for you. So it can work as an advanced searching engine. It could generate pictures for you, it could edit pictures for you, and it's basically very useful for your everyday routine. So how to use it? Just open chatgpt.com and, as it says, ask anything. It could be something like, alright, let's see. Whoa. Okay, it looks like it has a lot about my channel. Let me try something else. What about this? And now we are getting to really serious question. Should we trust this information? This information is very useful, but it's strongly recommended for you to check these sources. Look for this information in many places, not only here, especially if you intend to invest your money. Because what you're doing is your own responsibility. Now another topic. You can use ChatGPT without signing up. But of course it's recommended to register because you are going to get more tools. So now I'm just going to log in. So what about this? With ChatGPT you have two options. You can use ChatGPT or ChatGPT Plus, but this is a paid option, so I'm not going to do so. You could have multiple chats. You could use search engine, or you could edit some images with it. For example, you can upload your image to ChatGPT and you could ask to do some video editing, but we are not going to do that now. I'm just going to show you basic functionality. Okay, in here you have some suggestions. Let's say create image. Okay, now I'm going to describe some image. How to spell tigers. Okay. I'm going to try to generate this kind of image. Alright, we are going to get back to this chat later on. Let's get back to new chat. Type new chat. Let's go to surprise me with a story about yourself. Okay, let's see. And I don't have time to read this. I'm going to delete this chat. You see, it's very easy to navigate through ChatGPT. Let's see something else. Let's ask something like, yeah, nice. We are getting some really useful information. Let's say, ask something like, and now I'm going to delete this chat too. Let's try something like, okay, let's talk with it right now. So as you can see, you can use it for many purposes, even if you want to waste your time. And let me see what we are going to get in here. So our picture is ready. Wow, nice. Although not something that I imagined. Now, apart from this basic functionality, what else we can do with ChatGPT? Let me show you. First, I'm going to open this Sora link. Sora, it's a tool for itself. It's based on ChatGPT, and its main purpose is creating images or editing images and so. But it's subject for itself. We are not going to discuss Sora in this episode. Now we have this tab, GPTs. If you click on this, you are going to see a bunch of different additional tools that you can use with ChatGPT for writing, for productivity, and so on. So from my perspective, it's strongly recommended for you to look into some of these tools, to test some of these tools. Some of them may prove very useful in your work. In some of future episodes on this channel, we could possibly test some of these tools and discover its possibilities. This episode it's only about basic functionalities of ChatGPT, so for now we are just going to let this tab aside. And finally, for this episode, what I want to show you. Go to new chats, and in here, or you don't have to go to new chats for this, just click on this profile icon. In here you could upgrade plan, you could customize ChatGPT, and this is important, settings. Let me show you what we have in settings. This is some basic settings. So you could use theme, you could change the language of ChatGPT, you could change its voice, or you can turn on or off suggestions. Now about notifications, this is not important for now. Personalization, well, this is important part because you can turn on and turn off memory, because ChatGPT is going to memorize previous conversations with you and is going to use that information for future conversation. And even if you check this reference chat history, ChatGPT could also reference history with you, so it's going to remind you about something that you have been talking about already. And in here you can also manage those memories. Now you can connect other apps like G Drive and Microsoft OneDrive with ChatGPT. You could have data control with shared links and archived chats and so on. In security, you can create multi-factor authentication, you can log out, and you could also secure signing with ChatGPT. With account, you can upgrade or delete your account. And of course, you can connect a ChatGPT account with LinkedIn, GitHub, or Twitter. So guys, that's all for this episode. I hope that this content is useful for you. So please like, subscribe, and see ya!